base smash with ultimate. But this one really does feel like that like healthy mix of the two.
Yeah, that's what, like I was like trying to say that this is basically like if actually
They had a child. Don't worry, I'll finish it. I'll finish it.
you knew exactly what I was gonna say.
Same brain cell. Same brain cell.
This is why you're my
Oh man, but wow, right off the bat, Thrownorc has been going in on Broly with the Loxodont here, being the pick that you did mention before. Was not able to close out that stock right here. Actually, maybe never mind. Ooh, mistech. Oh wait, the huge.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, me personally, I know I would have died there because I don't know how to. I don't have the survivability as well as these two players. But hey, I mean, definitely Broly trying to stay alert here and trying to keep that first stock as much as possible. But you know, when you're combo food for Wrastor, nonetheless, Thrownorc, we've seen so much of Thrownorc today. It's gonna be brutal.
Oh, definitely. I mean, the unfortunate thing is going that low against Loxodont. Loxodon's up B doesn't really have that spiking factor that some other up Bs in. Oh wow. Okay, is in Ultimate do, like when you see Ike do his up B or Kirby. So, you know, somebody like Wrastor can still survive even if you try to cheese their stock. But wow, Thrownorc is going in on this combo versus Broly, even though he's getting those magma charges.
Yeah, it's
okay.
that was just a complete
Yikes.
wash by Thrownorc there. Again, it's so difficult when you are just like combo food. I mean, if you think about it like in like Smash terms, that's just like seeing like Fox and Rob. Like that's all you are.
It's Fox versus Steve, that one clip of Everything is Awesome, where it's just like, oh yeah, you're just dead off Steve jab.
You're
But
dead, yeah.
yeah, that down air, or well, the down strong rather, comboing into itself basically, and you have such a large target to just do it again.
Yeah.
And it's either, if you're not close enough to the stage to tech it, like Broly is trying to have it, you just do not have an escape option. And just with Loxodont having a little bit of a difficult horizontal recovery, I'd say, like his up B recovery is pretty good just because of the way that like snaps. I think the only thing is that in the beta, I remember you could parry the first hit like fairly easily. But that side one, it's a set speed, so if Thrownorc places himself in the right position, he can just get that down air for free and just, you know, go to town. But we're seeing a little bit more even percents here compared to that first game, going for the raw up B to find that kill. Thrownorc not getting punished completely, and instead Broly missing that side B and just eating another down air. Those down airs are going to be the killing blow for Broly in this set. Great fake out.
Yeah, that's just the bread and butter we're going to be seeing a lot for Thrownorc here. We've seen so many down air kills. I think that was like the fourth one, probably at this point. And still, it's quite like the marathon that like Thrownorc is going right now. And Broly hopefully putting a stop to it right now as we see that he's putting in more work, slowly but surely making his way. But again, one wrong move and it could be Thrownorc's game.
I like how Broly isn't afraid to go off stage for those hard confirmed kills. Yeah, that down tilt down air did not work out, but he's not afraid to overextend against somebody like Wrastor who could potentially convert and kill him off that. And I think that you need that in this set. You need to go for those big plays against a character that does have the advantage on you most of the time. And look at that, Broly has the lead in the set right now, but you know, still has the full magma charges to try and scare Thrownorc a little bit, make him sweat.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing a lot of more energy and like attitude come out from Broly here. So again, as long as like he's able to get that chip damage on deck here, put that pressure and, you know, kind of box up Thrownorc in this corner here, it's looking pretty good right now, and we're seeing a lot of like that meatball gameplay as well, as you mentioned here. So just keeping Thrownorc on his toes really is just the gameplay to go here for Broly.
And I really like how Broly has not forced the magma charge to happen yet. Will be losing the stock there, but he held on to that for such a long time when it's like, oh, I could have popped it here or popped it here, like, you know, keeping Thrownorc on his toes, not letting him get comfortable with like, I'm going to spend it as soon as I get it. But we're seeing Thrownorc trying to fight for his life a little bit, go for a little bit, did not go for the third one, but that is definitely something that Broly has to be afraid of. Just, it can all slip away so easily as Thrownorc shows that, like, you know, he's still in it to win it.
Yeah, he's definitely a threat, and that's why Broly is trying to finish up this game 2 as quickly as possible, as we see the percentage difference is quite large here. So one strong move from this Loxodont, much will wrap it up right now.
Yeah, even an uncharged smash tag or the back air will be the killing blow here. The forward air going a little bit deep, not killing, but Broly has to find an answer here. Thrownorc knows that this is do or die very soon. Being 180 as a Wrastor, just you are going to explode real soon, and Broly has the full magma charge.
Yes.
Oh, going deep. No! Oh no! Broly trying to go for that down air, and Thrownorc is able to steal away the game. Very unfortunate for Broly there, but I think that that was a little bit of an overextension. That was a desperate. I don't know if that was the right play, just because even like some like weak taps that wouldn't kill from Loxodont normally would have killed it like 190, or even kill throws. That forward throw absolutely would kill at ledge, but it's very unfortunate. But Broly showing signs of life, especially in that game too, and the adaption. I think that, you know, he could pull out a game if he just locks in for this third one here on the Hodojo Battlefield.
If he locks in.
Locks in, yeah. You gotta lock in.
Locks in.
Locks in, Don.
Yeah, I mean, that seemed pretty convincing for Broly, but again, Thrownorc still keeping Broly on his toes. But however, we're still seeing a change of pace now. Broly now on the advantage point, the low percentage of taking full advantage of those platforms as well, but Thrownorc going to quickly, swiftly turn it around here with the percentage adding on to Broly here.
Yeah, I definitely think this is a stage that Loxodont prefers. From what I remember playing this game, Loxodont did like going to Battlefield a lot of times. Good low tech, but not quite. Once again, Thrownorc with that down air. But yeah, Broly is showing a lot of adaptation throughout this set, which has been huge. You know, just to see Loxodont going toe-to-toe with Wrastor. You know, elephant versus bird.
This is like a zoo fight, honestly. Like
Yeah, I had this in Zoo Tycoon. Like, you know, I ran the simulator.
yeah, I've done this a few times.
Oh, huge S smash once again. I mean, in that first set we saw, you know, the S smash really hitting below ledge against characters and getting that 2-frame almost. Just very huge for Loxodont, especially being the magma charge. That first stock actually. Okay, wait. Oh no, a little early on the down air, but that first stock, the magma charge, even though it's like almost ending and you go in a little bit early, it's still a strong hit, and we saw Thrownorc die for that. So you have to really be patient against Loxodont when he has these magma charges. Not cashing out right there. I feel like that would have killed.
I mean, yeah, he's still relentless though. Broly changing up the pace now and keeping the momentum going though, with game 3 now on the leaderboard for Broly, and also keeping that with like a 2-stock. So very nice for Broly there, and gonna be matching up the tempo to Thrownorc now. So this is actually like, I think the first time that we've seen
this
a
is
set
a
that's
game
not 3-0.
And also that means that DSR is in effect, so we can't see Godai Temple or Godai Delta, excuse me, for Thrownorc once again. So he's gonna have to find this third game on a different stage. He's thinking about what his counter pick wants to be, looking like Forest Floor as well as Jules Vale going to be being the bans for Broly. Pretty decent picks, especially with the upper platform that can sometimes show up in Jules Vale, causing issues for Broly, being like, okay, I do not want to deal with this. And Thrownorc opting to go for Airship as well. I forget what the second part is, but the Airship,
you know,
planes. Yeah.
This stage.
Yeah, this one. And what's also nice, especially for Broly, now that if the set goes to game 5, he has the bans in check. He's going to be leaving the ice stage open specifically just because that stage is horrible for a lot of characters, or just annoying, and just nobody wants to play on it most of the time. So it's kind of like a free ban in a sense, unless you're one of the few characters that does want to go there.
Yeah.
Crag, but
I haven't even really seen any Crag in this bracket, so.
Yeah, very interesting. I know that there may be like a few, but Crag is a character that I know a lot about, and I'm kind of upset that we're not seeing, just because I have a lot of trauma there. The big meatball spike is going to be getting that kill.
Yeah, and I also do want to mention that I also saw a different interaction from Broly on the ledge here. We saw Thrownorc kind of going for that dare again, that bread and butter. But Broly choosing to actually get up attack was so much smarter. So we're seeing that adaptability now. We're seeing finally an answer to the dare that's been like destroying everyone in bracket so far that Thrownorc has faced off against. So I'm glad to see that Broly is now giving Thrownorc a taste of his own medicine now, sending him down with a dare.
And the airship stage not having the stage go all the way down, it didn't allow Thrownorc to tech it that low, so he just kind of had to lose that stock there.
He just had to hold it.
Yeah, he just has to hold it. And I think this is one of like the few stages that does have the stage not extend all the way down. Another one that I think about is that ice stage, just because of the way that the platforms are positioned. Broly cashing out with the full magma charge, not getting killed, but is going to be losing their first stock here. But yeah, that cash out, very scary, especially at this percent now where it's like, oh, I'm going to be sent further. But Thrownorc trying to look for that dare out of the special pummel, just going to be dying at like 90 from the back here. I don't think that was the greatest DI from the center stage.
No, yeah, definitely not what Thrownorc was looking for there. But this is going to be our first Game 5.
Yeah,
so
first game 4, first game 5, same stage bans too.
Yeah, I'm honestly pretty excited to see how this Game 5 is going to end in, because we're seeing both of these players finally match up to each other's energy, and we're seeing that pinnacle of like peak gameplay, I'm basically saying, because we're seeing now a more refined Loxodont. We're seeing Thrownorc as well, who we've already seen earlier today, but just seeing more of him finally match up with Broly here. We're seeing the difference maker that Broly is putting in the work, and especially now getting to Game 5, it's really going to be the deciding factor of who is going to close this out. With
a game that happens like as fast as we've been talking about, like the Game 3s, we've been seeing some adaptation, especially from the last set with with the last week, Mr. Monday and Korra.
Yeah.
But like seeing Game 5, like the sets are still moving fast, but like it's almost like that adaptation is moving like at a breakneck pace, but it's still happening. And like I think that's the interesting thing about this, where it's like even though it goes to Game 5, like we're seeing it in like real time how fast things change between these two players and what they've been learning throughout the set. Platforms come into question here. Whoever gets this first stock is going to be in a really nice spot, especially on Rockwall. If they're able to get this extra credit here, it will be Thrownorc with the purple screen getting that first kill on Broly here and playing very back, because they do not want to overextend and lose their stock early to a raw back air against Loxodont. Oh, not the forward throw. I feel like that would have killed, but the up air will be getting it just before that down B comes out, and we got full magma charge as well for Broly. This is still a close set between the two. Yeah, this is a much more closer game, I would say, because now we're just exchanging stocks back and forth. So this is pretty much it. This is going to be who moves on in winner's side. And again, Broly with a fully charged magma here, going to be looking to apply this pressure, but again, Thrownorc just barely keeping him away. I do, once again, love the patience of not using the magma too far. The down tilt and the down air, huge lead from Broly right now, excuse me. But we're seeing Thrownorc go a little bit deep and not finding the kill. Ooh, okay, yeah, Thrownorc's getting desperate to find that kill and keep this in an even playing field. Oh, that's going to be a kill. Yeah, it will be off the top of Rockwall. We are down to even stocks in Game 5. Very scary situation. Yeah, Broly, though, still putting a lot of aggressive pressure on this right side of stage here, and Thrownorc going to be tossing Broly a little bit into the air here, going to be getting those aerial combos in and whatnot, but again, Broly just trying to get out of that scramble in that situation there. Yeah, this momentum playing, trying to go for the up B to get a little bit of a kill here. Thrownorc's been in such a good position here to close this out, and it will be that. Thrownorc is even surprised. Bro locked in. Bro had the avatar hop in for him. I mean, Aang is in Thrownorc's veins right now.